Hi, this is Abdurrahman Al-Haj from Insane IT Skills, and welcome to the second part of Java Essential Training with Java 8. In this course, we are going to be building on some of the concepts that we had covered in part 1 of the Java Essential Training with Java 8 course. In that part, we really went into the language features of Java, the basic understanding of Java, and what is Java. In this course, we are going to go a little bit more in depth, still kind of in the basics of Java, but we are going to go into some more of the features of the Java language and get into a little bit of the libraries for some of the common things that you are going to need to know how to do to be a successful Java programmer. So let's take a look at some of the topics that we are going to cover in this course. Well, the first thing that we are going to cover in this module here is exception handling. And we are going to talk a little bit about how to catch and handle exceptions in Java and some of the unique things around exception handling that exist in the Java programming language, as opposed to other languages that have exceptions. And then we are going to introduce the concept of collections, which are basically a way to contain a set of objects, basically in Java. So different collections exist for different purposes and different algorithms. You can have collections that operate as a list, some that operate as a map or dictionary, and some that operate as a set, and so on and so forth. We are going to talk about some of the common collections in Java and build on some of the information that we had learned about generics. Then we are going to cover enumerations. Enumerations are also a very special type of class in Java, and they are all different than enumerations in other programming languages. So it really is important to understand some of these differences in Java, and we are going to cover those, and I'm going to show you how to use enumerations effectively in Java. Then we are going to cover a pretty important topic in any programming language, which is I/O. I'm going to show you how to actually do I/O operations in Java and explain a little bit about the decorator pattern that makes those I/O operations possible. Then we will get into annotations, and this is a fairly complex subject, not something that you might use every day as far as creating your own annotations. But I'm going to show you some of the existing annotations in Java, and then I will show you, if you wanted to, how to create annotations and pass them in Java. And finally, we are going to cover a topic that I think every Java programmer kind of needs to know in today's development environment, and that is threading. So we are going to try to break this down, make this very simple for an introduction to threading in Java, and we are going to learn how to write Java programs that can be multi-threaded.